Hey there, in this video, we're going to go over the classwork page in Google Classroom and how to create an assignment. To create an assignment, you're going to click on classwork. You should also train your students to click on classwork to find their assignments because this offers a more organized view over the string. And to create an assignment, we'll click on assignment. When creating an assignment, it is required that you give it a title. You have the option of including instructions and attaching any files. For the attachments, you can grab something that's already prepared from your Google Drive. You can search YouTube for a nice video. You can create a brand new Google Doc, slideshow, or spreadsheet. You can also create an interactive assignment, upload something from your computer, and find some web links to add. The section on the far right includes Google Classroom add-ons. These are third-party applications that embed directly into Google Classroom. To see which add-ons you have available, just click on the three dots. When you add attachments that are Google products, you have the ability to change how those students will receive that file. Our three options for setting out documents include students can view file, edit file, or make a copy for each student. If you just want to send the document as a resource, select Students Can View File. If you'd like one big collaborative document for all students to work on, select Students Can Edit File. If you would like each student to have their own copy of the document, select Make a Copy for each student. This one is used the most often, and the benefits include that the copy goes into their own drive, their name is placed on the document, and if you're checking on your students to see if they're working, you can see their work in real time. This little section here shows me who gets the assignment. So I can use the little drop down to select multiple classes here. If I'm only in one class and I would like to create some groups and just select specific students, I can use the drop down on the right. And then if it has a check mark, then that student would get the assignment. Next, you're going to want to make sure that you add a due date. This helps to make the Aries integration piece a little smoother, and it places the assignment on the student's Google Classroom calendar. New this year, you can close submission after the due date, so that way students are not submitting anything late. Topics are a great way to organize your Google Classroom, so you can either create a topic on the original classwork page or create a topic here. For grading, you're going to want to set up the number of points. You can type in the correct number, leave it at its default of 100, or change it to ungraded. You also have the option to set the particular grading category. If you've already set those up, then just select it. If not, you can start creating them from that link. Another new feature this year includes the grading period. So if you haven't set those up already, you can set those up here or just select the appropriate grading period if you have set them up. At the very bottom of this list, you have a spot to add in a rubric and check for plagiarism with Google's originality reports. When you're ready to post the assignment, you're going to come here to the upper right-hand corner and click Assign if you would like it to go directly to the stream, or you can click the drop down to see more options. Those options include Assign, Schedule, Save as Draft, or Discard the draft. We just went over the assignment piece, but you also have the ability to create a Google Form quiz, question, material, reuse a post, or create a new topic. When you select the option for quiz assignment, it's going to create a blank Google form for your students that you'll need to open and edit and add in questions. If you already have a Google form that you'd like to use, simply open up a regular assignment and then attach that Google form. You can definitely turn on locked mode, and that will stop students from opening another tab while in the form. And you can turn on grade importing, so that way it uploads scores. I do want to warn you that if you're going to return the Google form, you are releasing the questions and the answers to students, even if you have that turned off on the form itself. So if you have a quiz or a test that you like to reuse over and over again each year, then I suggest you upload the scores, write the scores down on a piece of paper, and then manually input it into Aries without returning those scores to students. So they don't have access to the Google form and answers. Okay, next we have Google Questions. Google Questions are quick to set up. They give you instant feedback and they're super easy to grade. The nice thing about what it looks like when students submit is you see all of that information on one feed, so you don't have to click on a bunch of attachments. You can allow your students to revise and resubmit. You can even have students reply to one another. A great tip I got from an English teacher is have your students just copy and paste a piece of a larger project in as a Google question. And so that way you can just quickly grade that one piece because it's in one single page, and you can get other students to give feedback to those students. I use this next one, adding a material, anytime I don't want students to have a due date. I just want to give them some information. For example, here's a study guide. Use it to study for our next quiz. So then it looks very much like an assignment, has title, description, attach, but you'll notice over here, all I can do is select which students and add a topic. If you've already created a post and you'd like to reuse it, just click on Reuse a Post. And you can select a class. So if you have lots of Google Classrooms like I do, you may want to go back to a certain year, a certain period, and then find the assignment that you want to use and click Reuse. The nice thing about reusing a post is it automatically copies the title, the instructions, all of the links and attachments that you have added, even the number of points. You just have to select the class, the students, and assign. Okay, to summarize, a lot of times you're going to be in this assignment section, creating assignments with due dates and are worth points. You'll want to only use this quiz assignment if you don't already have a Google form created. You'll use question when you want quick feedback. You'll use material when you want to assign something that you don't necessarily want to grade. And you'll use reuse a post when you've already created a post that you want to reassign.